Shark Media.
From Minnesota, where the mosquitoes are big enough to have their own zip codes, and "you betcha" is considered a complete sentence, this is Ballot.
That's right. And Kamala has chosen her running mate, and she even did it while we were all at work. Thanks, Kamala. Let's hit this. Vice President Kamala Harris has chosen her running mate, and it's none other than Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Walz, a former high school teacher and Army National Guard member, brings that classic Midwestern charm to the ticket. It's like Harris decided the best way to appeal to working-class white voters was to find someone who could explain tax policy over a hot dish. Walz has been making waves by calling Trump and the Republicans weird. That's right, folks. In the cutthroat world of politics, Walz is wielding the devastating insult usually reserved for that uncle who collects garden gnomes. It's like he's trying to win the presidency through sheer Midwestern passive aggression. And let's not forget Walz's liberal policies as governor. Free lunch for school children, protected abortion rights, legalized marijuana. It's like he's trying to turn Minnesota into a socialist utopia where everyone's well-fed, medically cared for, and slightly high. But the real kicker? Walz wore a camouflage hunting hat and t-shirt to a Democratic event. It's like he's playing political dress-up, trying to say, look, I can be just as outdoorsy as those MAGA folks. Tim Walz is like a political Forrest Gump. He's been everywhere, done everything. Born in rural Nebraska, he was farming and hunting before he could probably spell agriculture. But wait, there's more. Walz took a teaching gig in China around the time of the Tiananmen Square massacre. Talk about a cultural exchange program. Then, like a true romantic, he honeymooned in China. Back in the US, Walz became a teacher and football coach. He's the guy who can explain the Electoral College while drawing up a play for Fourth and Long. And let's not forget his political journey. He went from being the NRA's golden boy to their problem child faster than you can say assault weapons ban. Now, he's known for calling Republicans weird. It's like he's trying to win the presidency through sheer Midwestern passive aggression. Oh, you want to ban books? That's interesting. So there you have it, folks. Tim Walz, farmer, soldier, teacher, coach, congressman, governor, and now potential VP. All right, let's dive into Governor Tim Walz's positions. First up, abortion. Walz signed a bill guaranteeing Minnesotans the fundamental right to make autonomous decisions about reproductive health. It's like he's trying to make Minnesota the new California, but with more lakes and better hottish. On climate change, Walz is going all in. 100% renewable electricity by 2040? It's like he's trying to turn Minnesota into one giant wind turbine. Maybe that's his secret plan to combat global warming. Just cool the entire state with giant fans. When it comes to democracy, Walz is taking on voter suppression and even deep fakes. Because nothing says free and fair elections, like making sure your opponent can't use a computer-generated version of you doing the Macarena to sway voters. On the economy, Walz is going full progressive. Free college tuition, free meals for kids, paid family leave. It's like he's trying to turn Minnesota into a Scandinavian country. Next thing you know, he'll be mandating saunas in every home. Immigration? Walz supports a path to citizenship and driver's licenses for undocumented immigrants. It's like he's trying to make sure everyone in Minnesota can navigate those 10,000 lakes, regardless of their immigration status. And on Israel and Gaza? Well, Walz has been about as vocal as a Minnesota fish in winter. He condemned Hamas but has been silent since. It's like he's playing political ice fishing, staying very still and hoping no one notices him. Let's meet his family. It seems our potential future VP, Tim Walz, isn't just governing Minnesota. He's also running a small Midwestern sitcom. Picture this. A high school teacher and his wife welcome two kids named Hope and Gus. Walz named his daughter Hope. Is that sweet, or is he just really into abstract concepts? I'm half expecting his next kid to be named Tax Reform, or maybe Bipartisan Cooperation. And let's not forget the proud dad moments. Walz is out here posting about his son passing his driver's test like it's breaking news. This just in. Gus Walz can now legally operate a motor vehicle. More at 11. But the real kicker? Walz brought his kids to his election night party. Because nothing says family fun quite like watching dad sweat it out over voter turnouts, right? So there you have it, folks. Harris and Walz. The ticket that says, we can appeal to everyone from Silicon Valley tech bros to Midwest dads who love a good lawnmower. The Trump campaign has come out swinging against Tim Walz, calling him a dangerously liberal extremist. Because nothing says dangerous quite like a guy from Minnesota who probably ends every sentence with "ope, sorry." I mean, what do you want Trump to say? Good pick! Like someone just grabbed a good second running back in the 15th round of the fantasy football draft? They're accusing Walz of trying to turn Minnesota into California. Yes. Because nothing strikes fear into the heartland quite like the threat of better weather and overpriced avocado toast. Right? But wait, there's more. The Trump camp claims Walz believes rural America is mostly cows and rocks. Well, I hate to break it to them, but have they seen rural America? It's not exactly known for its skyscrapers and bustling nightlife. Maybe it needs more gaudy, bankrupt casinos. Well, at least Harris got this done early on a Tuesday afternoon, which means I can go sit by the pool for the rest of the day. Thanks, Kamala. In case you missed it, there was another episode in the feed this morning. Go listen to it. Every download counts. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, hit that plus sign so you become a follower and never miss an episode. If you're on Spotify, I don't know, they probably have a plus sign or something. Portions of today's program were made with the help of boring Midwestern AI that's probably like all cows and rocks. And AI doesn't stage one-day walkouts like the staff at Pod Save America. Hey, John, and Tommy, I have an idea if you want to hear it. Personally, I think your staff that gets 49 days off is pretty ungrateful. 49? That's 8 full weeks off plus another 9 days. And they walked out? Even my ex-girlfriend Norma thinks that's crazy.